Hey, what's cooking, Jay?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Günther's Kitchen. Today we're making tomato chutney. Nice, a little bit spicy, but absolutely delicious. I used to have that in my cafe and people used to buy it by the jar full. Alright, so let's start. The ingredients you need are some tomatoes, can substitute with canned whole tomatoes or chopped tomatoes, whatever you like, if you don't want to buy the price for tomatoes, but it's end of season now, so they're very cheap here. Tomatoes, some capsicum or peppers as you call in the States, brown onions, chili flakes, use a little bit of tomato paste, some sugar, vinegar, basil, and a bit of mint. And the measurements are in the descriptions. So let's start. We are peeling and slicing the onions. Little tip when you cut the onions, cut the end off. You know when you cut the onions for dicing, you don't want to cut the ends off, but this one you want to cut the ends off. So when you cut it like this, they are nice and loose. Yeah, they don't stick together at the end. So make sure you cut the ends off first before you cut it into strips. After you've cut the onions, put them straight into the pot. It's a very easy recipe. Everything we just put in a pot and boil it together. Don't have to fry anything off or anything like that. So the onions are done. Now we're cutting the capsicums. Cut the capsicums down. Like that. Cut the ends off. And then we cut them into strips. Always cut from the inside to the outside. Much easier to cut. And the capsicum or peppers into the pot. Next, we do about 4 garlic cloves. Smash them, chop them in. Doesn't have to be too fine, just roughly chopped. Okay, garlic chopped into the pot. Next, we're doing the tomatoes. We cutting the tomatoes into 4. Take the tomato, knife in, thumb on the core, and core. Done. Cut into 4. Cut into 4. Cut into squares. Always have a sharp knife, so you don't squash the tomatoes. Not that it matters because we cook them anyway. Okay, so tomatoes are diced. Now we put them into the pot. Everything into the pot. Okay, then we're adding our sugar and vinegar. And then we're adding, I like it spicy, so we're adding a half a teaspoon of chili flakes. And we're adding 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now we're putting this on the stove and bringing it to the boil. While our mix is on the stove and coming to the boil, we're preparing our herbs. We're just using basil. I just picked it in the garden. The basil everything is coming to an end now because it's end of summer. So I'm going to do a video what to do with your surplus basil and parsley and whatever you like, how to store it, because nobody likes dried stuff in the oven anymore. So we put it in oil and it's magic. All right, stay tuned for that. So as you can see, the basil is shooting. So it's time to pick it all and do something with it before it wilts away. So we've got about 2 tablespoons of basil, and I've got some mint. The mint gives it freshness to the chutney. I just have like 1 tablespoon of mint, and all we do is we're going to slice it all up, put it all together. I always say turn it into like a sausage, and then start slicing it really thin. You don't want to chop it. If you start chopping basil, the basil will turn black. Only slice basil, and that's beautiful. Okay, so our mix has come to the boil. So now we're adding salt. We're adding fresh black pepper. We can always add more at the end when we try it. And our basil and mint mix. It looks already very nice. So now we put this on a small flame at the back, and we let that cook for, I would say, about an hour and a half. And then when it's all sort of gets more saucy, more like chutney, then we'll try it. Okay, our chutney has been cooking away for about an hour and a half. So now let's take it off the stove and fill it up. Okay, let's take this off the stove. Now I've got the glass jars. It's the same as the jam I made. The glass jars, they're warm. I put hot water in from the kettle, from the tea kettle, emptied it, put them all 1 minute in the microwave, and they are sterilized. They don't have to boil them on the stove, much easier. Just check out the apricot jam and you'll see how I did it. Okay, so now we just fill them up. I tried the relish. It's a little bit spicy, but not too spicy. If you like it spicier, add some more chili flakes. Or I made some chili oil. I'll show you the chili oil. Here's the chili oil I made. This is very spicy. It's perfect to add just a dash of spiciness to anything you like when you're cooking. Check out the recipe. Anyway, so this, now we fill this up. And what we do, while it's still hot, we put the lid on. And that's it. And we do all of them the same. And after a while, you will hear a little click on the lid. Then that is when the seal is active. So basically, what happened is the relish or the chutney is cooling down, and that means it creates a vacuum, and that means it's preserved. And then you can store it in your cupboard or wherever you want to store it. Just when you open it, as soon as you open it, refrigerate it. This makes a great present. So if you've got friends who have barbecues or you know, like their cold meats, it's perfect for cold meats. Now, as always, I hope you liked my video. Like it, subscribe, follow us, leave a comment. Tell me if you want any other relishes or chutneys, maybe a mango one, or, you know. I will do another one on green tomatoes, because end of the season, when the things are not ripening anymore and you still got tomatoes on it, green tomatoes, or one of the bushes broke off and you've got green tomatoes, what are you going to do with it? You make beautiful green tomato chutney. All right? I'll do that another day. Okay? I'll see you soon at Günther's Kitchen on YouTube. Bye for now.